guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 100% drugstore foundation routine. So I asked you guys on Twitter today if you wanted to see this kind of video, and you guys said yes. So here I am, and I look a little funny. I already did my eyebrows. Also, I did my eyeshadow. I didn't really do much. I'm pretty sure I did the same eyeshadow as I did in my like natural everyday makeup. All I used was my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. All I did was take Extra Creamy, yeah, that's what this one's called, Extra Creamy, which is just this white shade, and then I used peanut butter in the crease, and that's it. That's all I did. So super simple. I already primed my face, so everything is drugstore, and I'm really excited to show you guys because I think a lot of times people think that you have to spend a lot of money on makeup to get a really pretty looking face, and you don't. So I primed my face with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. I was gonna get rid of this in my declutter video when I did my primers and stuff, but I decided to keep it, and I've heard that it kind of controls your oils if you are oily like myself, so I'm going to be testing that out as well today. And then this is my Maybelline Masterprime Blur+Smooth. I've talked about this like 6 times. This is a really good primer to smooth out your face if you have like larger pores or uneven skin texture. I think it does a really good job, and it's really moisturizing too, but not too moisturizing. Like if you have super oily skin, I think that you would really like this. So I'm gonna start. I have 2 foundation options. I think I'm gonna use this one because I've used this one in videos before. This one is the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation in the shade 120. This is a really good drugstore foundation. I think it offers a lot of coverage. So if you are looking for something from the drugstore like a foundation, I think this is really, really good. I really do like that one, but this is the Garnier BB Cream Miracle Skin Perfector. This is for the oily skin. You can get one for normal, and then you can get one for dry skin. But this is the BB Cream, and it's light to medium, and it's oil-free, and it comes with 2 fluid ounces, which is double what you would get in a foundation. You kind of have to shake it up before you use it. But, yeah, and it has SPF 20. This offers a ton of coverage. It is amazing for a BB cream, and I just think it's awesome. I think it's really cool that something like this that you can just buy at like Meijer, which is where I get mine. I kind of use a little bit more than I would foundation. It's super runny, like if you guys can see, it's gonna like start running down my hand. But I'm not going to use my beauty blender today. You could use it, but since this is a lighter coverage kind of product, this would sheer it out even more. So what I'm going to do, I love using my Real Techniques buffing brush. It just looks like this, and I just kind of tap into it, and I start on the center of my face because that's where I typically need the most coverage. That's typically where most people need the most coverage, like the outer edges of my face. Now, if you have acne or whatever, you can concentrate it on whatever parts of your face that you want. I always make sure that I drag mine down onto my neck. I'm looking down at my mirror, by the way. So as you can see, it just kind of like evened out my skin tone. It doesn't look like too crazy or anything, but if you're just looking for like an everyday like drugstore option, I think this is awesome. Plus for the summertime, like just to wear, like if you wear makeup to the beach or, you know, to the pool or whatever. I don't really. I just put sunscreen on my face, but if you do, this would be a really good option. And I really make sure to bring it down onto my neck because you don't want your face to be a different color than your neck. And then I kind of just build it up a little bit. This is very buildable if you want to put more coverage, if you want to super sheer it out. Like I said, the beauty blender would sheer it out a lot, or if you use a fluffier, less dense brush than this, it will sheer it out as well. Alright, so that's what that looks like. And now I'm going to move on to my concealer. So, the first thing I'm going to do is correct the dark circles underneath my eyes, and I am going to be using my Pixi Correction Concentrate in the shade Brightening Peach. I've talked about this a million times, and as you can see, I am like getting to the ends of this one. I have a couple more correctors in my collection, but this one is just like really getting down to its last leg, so I'm trying to use it up. So as you can see, I'm concentrating most of this product on the inner corners of my eyes, making sure to really get into that inner corner because that is where most people have the most darkness. And then I kind of just drag the rest out onto the outer edge. because I don't have a ton of darkness on the outer part, but really, I really have a lot of darkness like on the inner corners, and I just try to get as much of the product in that area as I can. Really, this would work better if you do this before your eyeshadow, because then you can really drag it into that inner corner and make sure that you're really covering all of your darkness. So, oh, by the way, this is a Target Up and Up brand brush, and this came in a set of 2. I got rid of the other one because I didn't like it. Up and Up brand has really good brushes. I also have a foundation brush from them that I really like. So I'm just patting this into my skin with my ring finger. You always want to use your ring finger underneath your eyes. It is the most delicate finger, and it will apply the least amount of pressure, because the skin under our eyes is so fragile and delicate that you really need to pay special attention to it. And I know it looks like I'm like digging my eyes out, but really I'm like patting really softly. So now I'm going to actually use concealer. So I'm actually going to use 2. This is the NYX HD Concealer in the shade Beige, and this is the Revlon Colorstay Concealer in the shade Light Pale. So I'm going to use this to kind of further conceal my under eyes, and I'm going to use this to highlight. So I'm only going to be using this next one underneath my eyes. And this one is like more orange tone, more peachy tone. So it's going to further cancel out the dark circles underneath my eyes. But then I'm going to go in with, sorry you guys, my hair's like a mess. I have it in like a French braid because just me and my boyfriend are going to go to the gym later and just do some stuff, so I don't really need to get like super ready, but I just wanted to film this for you guys. So, oh wait. Woo! So I'm using the highlighting one to highlight the center of my face, and then I'm just putting it there as well over top of the other concealer. And for this I'm going to use my beauty blender. I know this looks like a lot of concealer, and it is, but I use a lot of concealer. I don't know, it just makes me feel confident. So whatever makes you feel confident. If you don't like concealer, you don't have to use it. This is just what I like to do. So, alright, now that I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. So I'm using my e.l.f. banana powder that you can see is very well loved. And to set this, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. blush brush. This is like my favorite to set my under eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because my under eyes are super creasy, I'm going to pat it out and then go right in and set it, just so I don't set my creases. So you're really making sure that your under eyes are blended out and there are no creases before you go in with powder. And I find that this really helps. I've seen this everywhere, but I first saw it from Nicole Guerrero, and I just really like that technique. And then I'm also going to take that banana powder and set just kind of like the center of my face, because in a second I'm going to go in with a different powder. So, alright, so now I'm going to take this e.l.f. complexion brush. You guys, I love e.l.f. brushes. I think they are bomb. And I am just going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Transparent, and I'm sorry about that, guys. My phone just literally like fell off of my. You guys should see the setup I have. It's hilarious. So I have my little makeup mirror, and then I have my jewelry like earring thing, like mirror thing. If you saw in my room tour, it says on my dresser, and then I have palettes, eyeshadow palettes, like stacked so it goes above the mirror, so my phone can see above the mirror. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, now that I set my face, I'm going to go in with bronzer. This is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. There's one a little bit lighter than that. And then I'm taking this Morphe M527. I mentioned this in my favorites video. This brush is like my favorite to bronze. It is so good. I know that there's a MAC brush just like it, but I'm not quite sure what brush that is, but this is like a really good dupe for it. And MAC brushes are expensive, okay? So if you guys watch Kathleen Lights, she always says when products are like really expensive, she goes, "That's expensive." And I love that. I say it all the time. So I'm just like really quickly bronzing my face. You guys can see how fast I'm doing this. So I'm not going to contour today. I was going to, but I'm kind of just going for like an everyday like drugstore foundation routine. But if you guys did want to contour, this is the from the e.l.f. contour palette, and this is the contour shade that I love to use. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on it. I use it all the time. It is super cool tone and is awesome for just like carving out whatever you want to carve out on your face, like your cheekbones or contouring your nose. I also am going to take a little bit of my bronzer and contour my nose a little bit. I wouldn't really call it contouring. I'm just kind of like evening out my face, you know, because I'm like putting product on the rest of my face. So I'm just going to even it out and put that on there. I'm going to finish this off with a blush. And guys, I can't believe I'm almost done. I did this so quickly. So I'm going to use my NYX Powder Blush, and this is in the shade Dusty Rose. This blush is like super well loved. I used this for show choir when I was in high school, and it was like my favorite blush of all time. I'm also using my Morphe E4, and I'm just going to swirl it on my cheekbones. I don't like to put blush on the apples of my cheeks, but I do like to kind of take it right behind the apples of my cheeks and kind of move it back towards my hairline. That's my favorite way to apply blush. That's how I like how it looks on me that way the best. By the way, this is the Real Techniques powder brush. It is gigantic and it is amazing for like blending out all the powders on your face like when you're done. It's my favorite. So now I'm gonna put on a little bit of highlighter. This is amazing if you are looking for just like a really natural, subtle, like glow from within kind of highlight. It is this highlighter right here from the, I was gonna say NYX. It's from the e.l.f. Illuminating palette, and it's just like the champagne-y one, like champagne-y, I don't know, it's not really gold or I mean, it's just like a pure champagne highlight. And as you can see, it's like nothing intense at all. But it does add a little bit of like something. I think it's so pretty and it's so natural, especially for someone with oily skin like myself. I really enjoy this because it doesn't make me look like a disco ball, which if that's what you're into, that's totally fine. But my skin is so oily that I don't like to draw any more attention to that. So yeah, I just use that. And that's pretty much it. If you want to set your face with a setting spray, that's fine too. I have this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. This one is amazing if you're looking for something from the drugstore, and it's cruelty free, so that's always awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful, since you can find all of this stuff at your nearest drugstore. Sorry, I just like cracked my knuckles. It's probably so disgusting. Last time I made a video, I could hear my knuckles like cracking in the background. I was like, oh my god, people are probably gonna be like, oh. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I post 2 times a week. I might post another video this week depending on what my schedule looks like, because it's only Wednesday and I have the whole rest of the week to post another video. So if you guys want to see a 3rd video this week, let me know what you would like to see, and I would love to film something for you. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media. It will be linked down below. It is at StoneVBaby if you are interested. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, it's all the same. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video.